And now I'm live, just like that. Well, I hope the sound's all right. I'm sure someone will let me know if I'm on mute, which sometimes I do. I'm going to whip through, it must be about 25, 26 sales from last month. The better ones, obviously. We won't worry about all those little diddly sales. So, yeah, June, funny old month, really. I've got me on YouTube on my laptop in the corner, so I've got me in the corner of my eyes. That's a bit off-putting. Started off, it was continuing strong, and then in the middle of the month, really dipped. Hi, Ali. Better say hello. Leanne got in first. Z was in. Damien was in. Nick K's in, and MTS is in. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I don't normally do lives at this sort of time, apart from if I'm doing a great big group question session. Hi, Jeff. But yeah, I'm going to whip through them like I normally do. No mucking about, apart from this first bit, because I'm waiting for people to join. Hi, Hurricane. Good to see you. Hi, Pete. Good to see you. Hello. Yeah, Louise, alive. Like I said, I don't normally do lives apart from Monday mornings. So it's a bit of a strange one for me. So let's crack on. This is, what I do is, I'm normally a bit slapdash with this, but it is the 1st of July. So let's look at June. I've gone into like orders last month and sorted it by price. So you get all the top stuff. So I'm going to start at the low end and work my way up. Hello, Mr. Blobby. Should we share the first one? Maggie may not. I'll tell you what, if you've got any questions about any of these, give us a shout. Hi, Laura Eccleston Seibel. Has that name changed? I always spot a name when it changes. Hi, Julie Halil. Oh, I do need to do a shout out to, if I can remember the name, Luke and Maria. Luke saw me at the midweek boot fair, and I've met him before and Maria in a couple of jumble sale queues, and I had a good chat with him when we could get a bit closer. But I saw him at Sutton Boot Fair today, whilst I was hunting around for Happy Chap 84, who I didn't find because he didn't wear his red hat. Hello, Falling on a Bruise. How you doing? And I said I'd say hello. So hello to them. I'll tell you what, he had some great stuff. I had a nose in his bag. He had, get this, the Lego Harry Potter game, thing that you can build. So that's a 40 quid Amazon. He had a PS3 backward compatible, which he got for a tenner. Ooh, that's 90, 100 quid. And he had a Dreamcast and controller. So there was quality in that shopping bag, and I was insanely jealous, but also happy as well, thinking it's possible here in Rose Hill you can get finds like that. So that was good. Right, should we crack on? I think I'm getting all the viewers I can manage. So I've got 29 viewers at the moment. 31 viewers. My God, it's going up. It's crazy. Right, here's the first one. I'm going to whip through because I want to get done. So Jones the Bootmaker, always a good name to look out for, obviously. I'm assuming you can hear me. No one said anything different in the chat. Yeah. These had been on for a little while. And I was trying to get 30. And in the end, I was sending out offers for these. Nothing was happening with them. I was probably doing like $26.99, trying to do 10% off. And people were offering around about 20 quid. There's a little bit of wear on one of the laces, which you might just be able to see there. I don't know if... does that window come up when I... Oh, yeah, it does. There we go. So on the left shoe is a little bit of wear, but generally in good condition. They went in the end for 25. They've just gone just recently. So, yeah, can't comment, takeaway arrived. Do you know what? I'm delaying my dinner. I'm so hungry. That's another reason I'm whipping through this. Hi, Lex. How you doing? Word up. Bit of cameo there. Word to the Lex. Right, that's that one. Boom. 26 to get through. Let's do the next one. So these will slowly increase in value. Right. God, I've got to think what I'm doing here. I'm sharing Chrome tabs. Yeah, this one. This is a nice little sale. I picked this up from Range Park Boot Fair recently for a £5. But the crazy thing about this is I picked it up with this. I'm going to have to make my earworm. I picked it up with this, and I got this for £2. So I got this for a £5. Technics, good condition, really nice condition actually. But the Walkman sold this morning, so it's not included. It'll be included next month. The Walkman I picked up for £2 has sold for £90. Crazy. I didn't even think it was that good to make. It was an AWA. It was in lovely condition. Got sold to Russia, which I was a little bit concerned about. It's not on the GSP list, apparently. So, but I've decided to send it direct. I think my postage charge to Russia is like £23 or something crazy. So there you go. Hello, Helen Jones. If I miss anyone, please do shout and say hello. You miss me, and then I'll try and say hello because I can't multitask at all. I'm a man. Right, that's that one done. I'm terrified I'm going to shut down the wrong window. Do you know what I mean? Right, moving on. Share screen. Chrome tab. Right, this is an interesting one. I'm going to say that about every single listing. Okay, a while back, I got from a jumble sale a surround sound system. It was a Sony surround sound system. And I sold it on GSP to Italy. The bloke got it. He cancelled it before it had even arrived. He put a reason of changed mind. And then, of course, it got to him. And because he chose and changed his mind, he had to send it back himself. And he was saying all sorts of things like, where do you play the music? I think he thought it was a stereo, but it wasn't. It was like a big woofer speaker, which looks a bit like a PC box in silver, and 5 little speakers. Z will know what I'm talking about, one of them. So, yeah, hopefully to Z, I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, I think it'd be good. Sending it to Russia. To be honest, I only paid £2 for it. So, you've got to take a chance. And it's going tracked, so there is insurance on it. Anyway, so he raised a case, but he didn't send it back. So the case got found in my favour. But what I had left was 3.5 speakers, because the fourth one wasn't complete. So these have been sitting around in a bit of a pain. The bases are really, really heavy. But I thought I'll chuck them on. I think I put on the surround system for around about 50 or 60. And these have gone for 30. And I bought the whole thing for 5. So that's not bad. But yeah, a little bit awkward to pack. They went Hermes, but they did get done in that pack link deal, which was quite good. So I'm just glad they're gone, really, because they were sort of like, kicking around my little box room office and getting in the way of things. So yeah, let me just check how much they actually went for. I went for 25. Yeah, I was just glad to get rid of them. Yeah, starting to take a few offers. Not too many, though. Right. They are watching you, Z. Right, next one, next share. So I'm all over the place trying to sort out what I'm doing. I've been getting into jewellery at the moment, as you may well know. Try something different. I've been trying more vintage electronics, vintage audio, I should say, and jewellery. I find it quite calming sorting all that stuff out, and quite easy to list. Don't have to iron it or test it or whatever. It is what it is. So yeah, quite nice. Hi Georgina, how you doing? Right, let me crack on. I do want to crack on because there's a lot to get through. A vintage scoop. This would have been a jumble sale pickup, I think. I don't think it was a boot fair. It would have cost like maybe £2, maybe even £1. I can't remember. It went for $27.99 in the end, with $4.99 postage, which is probably more than it costs to send. But yeah, $27.99 to $27.99 is absolutely brilliant. And it was in very good condition, actually. It's a weird game, but I thought it would sell. Anyone who's a journalist, or as relatives who are journalists, would go for that. So nice vintage game. And I picked up some nice vintage games today. So yeah, it does look cool. I picked up a game called Ulcer today. What's that about? Ulcers. Very strange. But there we go. A nice sale there. Da-da-da. Right, we're going up in value. Slowly we're going up in value. Let's try and crack on with... I almost clicked end broadcast. What am I doing? Yeah, my month... Have I shared that? Yes, I have. I don't know if I said this at the start. It started really strong and then really dipped in the middle. I had 6 days where I was getting like £20 or less, apart from one day in the middle where I did 250. So what's that about? It's just totally random. But I think now, because I've been able to source new stuff and starting to get that on, and I'm so busy sourcing, it feels so good. But that new stuff is going in the shop, is generating sales. And it's picked up again. I've been hitting over £100 days for the last sort of few days, which is absolutely fantastic. Right, these pair of running shoes. I got these from a charity shop in Youghal. Yes, Pete, near you, your neck of the woods. I think they cost me £8 from memory. So not cheap. Things are never cheap in charity shops around here. But yeah. Got a good price. Did I get that price? Let me check. Yes, I did. I got the full asking price. It was on a sale, I think. Yeah, 10% off. So what's that? Originally, it would have been 33, I think. So yeah, good to get them out the door. Let me have a little look at the chat. The Swimming Bear's in. Hello. He picks up a Hero Quest with 2 expansions. Was it a Hero Quest? I got a sealed Ghost Castle. And I got a sealed something. It could have been a Hero Quest a couple of years ago. And I got them each for £2. It was like, how the hell did that happen? When did I pick that up? I would have picked that up probably around about December, January, February. I don't know. No idea. That is a really good pickup, Swimming Bear. Well done. Which boot fair was it? I don't know if you're local to me. Don't worry if it's miles away because I won't know it. Right, just share the next one. I've got another pair of Nikes coming up. These were bought at the first boot fair I went back to after lockdown. And running shoes, trainers always go well, especially around January, February. But, lockdown, people thought, I'm not working. I'll get fit. Let's get running. Somerset. Oh, cool. So a lot of this stuff went out, and they went for the full asking price as well. I picked them up at a boot fair. Now I know there were 2 pairs for, I can't remember how much I paid. Probably about £6, £6 or £7. It was the first thing I bought in the boot fair. In the first boot fair I'd been to since September last year, early September last year. So this was like this and a pair of Nike sort of men's big boy shoes, and they'd gone from 10 to 8. I think these had gone from 10 to 6 or something like that. But yeah, sold really well, really good condition as well. So chuffed with those, chuffed to bits. How many people got watching? I've got 50 people watching. Well, that's not bad for me. It's pretty good for me. Yeah, like I say, I don't normally do live, so I'm all a bit kind of like, if I'm not listing when I'm doing a live, it's all a bit strange. And if I don't have other people, it's all a bit strange. But there you go. Right, the next one. This is so hard, sharing all this stuff. Right, here we go. This is nice. This has been hanging around for a while. It was sealed, so it was one of these things I thought about sending to Amazon, but I think I put it on at the Amazon price. But it had been hanging around for a while, and I really thought it would sell during lockdown. I shifted so many puzzles in lockdown period, but this one didn't go. But it went last week, I think it was. It's just fairly recent sale. £30, not bad at all. It was a heavy thing because it's like 3 puzzles in one, but I think it did go small parcel Royal Mail. So that went for 30. That's that one. Let's crack on to the next one. Yeah, I've been listing. I had a couple of days listing jewelry, and I haven't sold any yet. So I'm looking forward. I was talking to Shel Rooney earlier, and I'm very much looking forward to my first jewelry sale. You know, when you sort of get into a new kind of area of reselling, and it will just prove that I can actually list it. So there you go. Z's going to a car boot. I thought you'd keep the habit. Hello, Chris. How you doing? Yeah, car boots are great, Z. It's fantastic. You feel great when you get in there. Hi, Paradox Picker. Right, let's crack on. We're going at a hell of a pace through these. The next thing is let me get this right. It's not a skirt, it's a dress. I always call skirts dresses and dresses skirts. So I'll tell you what, I don't sell many clothes, and I'm kind of glad I don't. But I think I did pick this up for £1. So did it go for £1? And let's have a look. Did it go for £1? What am I saying? Did it go for $34.99? No, it didn't. It went for $31.99. I didn't model it myself. Didn't think that would be advisable. Didn't think it would add value. But yeah, £1 to $31.99. And I actually got 2 of these when I bought this. One was sleeveless and the other one sold for a similar price. So £2 to 60, 70 quid. That was pretty good. Like I say, I'm probably doing less and less clothes now. I mean, lockdown I think has changed everything, but I'm not in the mindset to go around charity shops looking for clothes. I think if you're doing clothes, it's got to be done in bulk, but I'm not a good clothes seller, and I don't do a lot of it. I've got 2 big plastic containers, and that is the limit of my clothes. Oh, and a few bags of jackets. Saying that, I did get a nice jacket today, which I will do in a haul video at some point. Right, better crack on. Next one. Well, if it's not Gorgeous Georgina, Paradox Picker, you're a charmer. Okay, this is good. Some of this stuff is like the dregs of stuff I had kicking around and thought was broken or never going to list. And this is a classic example. I thought this Yoda was broken. When I bought it, it would cost £7. I remember it cost £7 from Hook Road Boot Fair. And I got it home. It sold for 35. So again, an offer or something like that. I got it home and put the batteries in, turned it on, nothing. And it was in the shed in a box of, this stuff is broken for probably over a year. And then seeing as I was getting desperate during lockdown. Hi, Neil, how you doing? Hi, Rosie. I got it out and just thought, is it broken? And I actually, I opened up the whole thing. So I unscrewed it and, did everything. And there's a little plastic tie at the bottom, which I had to cut off. So that was kind of missing. I think it says it in the condition. And then I noticed he had a couple of yes/no things on his arm. So I put him back together very carefully, put the batteries in, turned him on, and then pressed his arm. And he went, Yoda wants to read you a story. Once upon a time, Darth Vader. and all of that. And I was like, this thing's been working. It's, it worked. And it's been working for like a year. And it's been in my shed, not selling. So I think I did a video when I sold it. I said, look, when you get something, make sure you got new batteries or fully charged batteries. Make sure that you're giving it a good clean and it works. And before you chuck it away and think it's broken, read the instructions. And that's what I should have done. I think for every toy that I haven't had before, I should just get a set of instructions. And I gave the example of those masks you can get, like the Cybermen, or you can get Dalek ones, or you can get Darth Vader. They have a tiny little off-on switch. I think they have the try me on-off, but I think there's another. Oh no, they have the buttons, but also the tiny on-off switch, and the lightsabers as well. It's not just put the batteries in and hit the big red button. It's put the batteries in and find where it says on-off. Try me, get them on. It's not a bad sale. Shell, the sales are ramping up. We're going from low to high here, so you've joined us at the exciting bit. This is the exciting bit. TSR. It's Buck Rogers. Right. TSR game. I've got a funny feeling this costs £7 as well. I've kind of got this... I have this thing where when I start saying prices, I keep saying the same price. I found myself doing it on a haul videos, like this costs £3. I think this costs £3. And it was like price Tourette's. But I think this costs £7. And I thought it would be a real quick seller. And I think I put it on for 40. It was a big old thing. It's by TSR, which, if you don't know TSR, originally they made all the Dungeons and Dragons games and stuff like that. So this is some sort of role-playing fantasy game. And I thought it might hit with the sci-fi crew as well. But it didn't. It hung around for ages. So, yeah, I don't think I would have put it on any higher at 40. And it sold for the $32.99 and just took an absolute age. It had been in sales, every month. I'm trying to think when I got it. It's probably last summer, if not the summer before. But yeah, it was really hanging around for quite a while. Hi, Lainey, how you doing? I saw you torturing Nick earlier. Or was that yesterday? I caught some of it yesterday, and I think I saw the end today because I didn't actually see how much he scored. So I quickly, because I had to go and have my dinner, so I went to see that, and he didn't beat me, as me and Karin got the same score. So she was chuffed, and I was as chuffed as she was. But yeah, it was good. Enjoyed that. Right, on to the next one. Is this pace all right? Whipping through them. I mean, I just generally think most people are nosy and want to get as much, how much did you get for that as possible. So let me know. If I'm going too fast, I'll slow down. If you're really interested in one of these items. Right. Atmosphere. Always pick it up. This was a jumble sale pickup for £1. Would have been £1. It sold for $34.99. And this is the video version, like the original version. I remember playing this when I was at uni. We got this. I think that's when it came out. And the bloke on it just kept saying, "You maggot, you got," and he kept calling everyone a maggot, which I think we found hilarious. But we were probably finding lots of things funny around about that time. So yeah, even the later ones where you get the DVD, always pick up Atmosphere. DVD ones will go well on Amazon. This one will probably go well on Amazon. But like I say, I was sending a lot of stuff up to eBay because Amazon FBA was down anyway during the lockdown. But I was putting it at the Amazon price because I was thinking, well, I'll chuck it up to eBay as a kind of holding bay, and if it's still there at quarter to four, I will then flip it to Amazon. But yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah, it's caught the end of it today. Yeah, get it listed, Bailey J, VHS model. Yeah, like I say, I got $34.99 and for how much postage? $4.99, $6.49 postage. So yeah, good price can be achieved on that. God, I need a drink. So I'm assuming the pace is all right. No one's saying anything. Everyone's ignoring me. Everyone's talking amongst themselves. I've forgotten what I'm doing. Right, share screen. There we go. Chrome tab. Now this, I've been selling loads of Lego. So I won't. Some of the stuff I've been selling, and there's some later on, which is higher price. Look, there's Luke. How you doing, Luke? Yeah, new subscriber. If you're not subbed, do sub. I mean, I do try and be concise and have reselling content on my channel. I don't waffle too much. I sometimes waffle a bit on a Monday, but that's because I'm listing and I'm trying to fill up an hour. But yeah, and I'll always if you think there's things that can be improved, let me know. And Shell, don't say everything can be improved. And I should just I do like to. Someone mentioned about a few things that can change, and hopefully I've changed them. So yeah, I do listen. But Luke, it was really good to see you got some great pickups today. I mentioned it earlier. So yeah, lockdown. I was sorting out loads of stuff. He's still plugging his channel. Yeah, I don't say I have a channel anymore. I just sort of say, if you're not subbed, please sub. And if you haven't got the notification bell dinged, ding the notification bell. You've got to do it, haven't you, Shell? It all supports the channel. So yeah, I was sorting out loads of this Lego that had been hanging around for 2 years, and it was a mass. It was, I've got tons of the stuff, and I think I made the mistake of trying to get full kits. So I did this one, and there were a couple of bits of the lightsaber, and one of the figures had a different body, and that was like good enough. If it's good enough, get it on. So yeah, Z's unsub. Thank you, Z. That's very kind of you. A haul video, Pete. Yeah, well, I've got a couple of haul videos coming up. One of my vintage audio, so Z might want to sub for that. So he likes a bit of vintage audio, and I'm going to do another one where I didn't go ahead with a deal and sort of saying why I didn't do a deal. And then I got a haul from today as well. So they're all racking up. There's lots of good stuff on this channel. It's really great. Right, so that's that one. And that did it get the price? Did it get the price? No, I went for 45. So you can see I'm a bit tight on what I actually accept. But yeah, I don't know if I got an offer for 30 and wrangled it up, or whether it went for 45 to whoever. Right, question to all. Predictions for this year's must-have Christmas toy. Do you know what? I mean, I'm probably the worst person to ask. I've no idea. I bet Nick is hoping that it's white boots. That would be good. Let's hope he gets some sales. Pure Vintage is in. Pure Vintage, is that Pure Vintage audio? I've got a load of audio, which I'm going to do a video about soon. It won't be fidget spinners or loom bands. No. Unicorns. Yeah, don't know. Right, let's crack on with the next one. So this next one is another example. It's like that Yoda. I thought this was broken. And I think, Z, you'll remember me talking about this. How am I doing for time? Oh, not too bad. So it's the Cambridge Audio. And I saw one of these at a boot fair about a week ago. And so you go up and said, how much for the CD player? Try and play it down. It's just a CD player. And she went 20 quid. It's like, Jesus. I'm thinking about a fiver. It's this boot. I'm in the middle of a field after all. So she went 20. I was like, not having it. Anyway, this little thing is sold for $42.99. So I knocked a massive £2 off this. And this was broken. And it was quite strange because it's got this big case around it. And I don't know if I can zoom in a bit. But this kind of panel on the right kept, when you pressed anything, it just fell back into the box. Very weird. So I was like, how the hell am I going to fix this? Yeah, much for the plain rectangular box. Yeah, I've waved lots of I did it with Wii U games, I think, or Switch games, and said, how much for this DVD? Are they all 50p each? Are they? Yeah. Anyway, so this I thought again was broken, and I mentioned it on one of the streams I was doing because I dragged it out of the shed, thinking I've got to do something because the actual thing played CDs, and I said, how am I going to fix it? And there were lots of like, epoxy, get some bonding glue or Gorilla Glue, and in the end, someone just said, just get a hot glue gun. And I was thinking, well, that's handy because we've got one of those, like having 3 boys who do like loads and loads of crafting. So yeah, hot glue gun around the edge of the thing, whack it on. And it's probably going to break in about. Well, let's hope it doesn't. Let's hope he doesn't like jam his finger in when he presses play. But he's got it, and he's left me good feedback, so he's well chuffed with it. So again, that's gone from like just sitting around to being a sale. I mean, I was thinking I might have to sell it as spares and repairs, sort of saying control panel falls back into box, and sell the remote separately. But it all went, so I was very, very pleased about that. Right, what are you all chatting about? Let me see if I can catch up. Oh, lordy. How much is a £1 camera is my best line? Oh, yeah, I like that one. How much for this thing? Oh, really? Yeah, it's all in the face. Yeah, and when you said it wrong, you said, why did I say it like that? They're obviously, You know, haggling is an art. Yeah, it was well wrapped up, I'll tell you that. I thought I'd better wrap it well, just in case that thing falls in the glue, the hot glue, you know, comes apart and it falls. It ends up being delivered broken. I am so tired. I'm brain dead because I've done a boot fair this morning. Right, on to the next one. No rest for the wicked. Share screen, more Lego. So I'll whiz past this. Again, a set that had missing bits, but was still quite a rare set anyway. So it was missing a Dementor hood, which I think you can see there. It was missing a white owl and a 2x1 money bag transfer. And I put a replacement for Lupin's legs. But like I say, when you get a load of Lego and you're just like 3 bits short, I mean, I was putting this stuff up near the completed price anyway. And because it's rare, as soon as people go for it and just think, oh, well, I'll just order it on Bricklink myself. And I make it clear that there are bits missing every time I do this. You know, even after they've ordered it, I go, you do realise, you know, that it's got this, and this missing. And occasionally, and we're coming up to one, they haven't realised and I have to cancel the order, which is a pain. But there we go. Right, that's that one. This next one's good. I like this next one. There's a couple I like here because they were... Oh, it's not this one. I am coming to the one I like. I thought this was a GameCube. Okay, this was a Wii. I bought a Wii from Facebook Marketplace. It was a Wii plus a boxed Wii Fit board plus Mario Kart on a wheel. And Mario Kart on a wheel are on one listing. Oh, and that lot cost me 40 quid, which I kind of thought, God, what am I doing paying 40 quid for that? But it kind of is worth it because Mario Kart's on for like 20, 25. The Fitboard is on for 30, I think, because it's boxed, but I might have missed the boat with lockdown, but it will go at New Year anyway. So that's 55. And this thing, the main bit, and I did add those 2 games in, but they've been kicking around for ages. They're like pound games that I just had kicking around. So this has covered the initial outlay. So anything I make from the board and the Mario Kart is pure profit. So hopefully that'll be around like 50 quid or whatever. So yes, Pete, that GameCube, yes. Gotta love Harry Potter Lego. Yeah. There's quite a few more Legos coming up. So, so there's that. And that was like, I bought that probably only like 2-3 weeks ago and it sold within a week of getting it listed. So I didn't do any of this console stuff up to Amazon, which I know Z did, and made mega bucks. I was just a little bit wary of it. And here's another console coming up. Hang on a minute. I'm being summoned. I'm busy at the moment. Just the fear of God in you when someone says daddy. Right. Should sell Wii Sports separate. Well, I've got yeah, I did think about that. I've got a Wii Sports which I'm trying to sell separately, but it's not selling. So I was quite happy bundling it up. It was no problem, to be honest. Right. Yeah, I don't do everything perfectly. To be, you know, sometimes I screw up. Occasionally, actually, quite often. This one had been kicking around for ages, and I don't know why I hadn't listed it. Just one of these things. I think every reseller has like just stuff they have and never get around to dealing with, and this was one. And maybe it didn't have a controller, but I had a box of controllers, or you know, but put it together, put it on, and it sold very, very quickly. I can't remember how much I paid. I think last year when I was going around boot fairs, sort of PS1s, PS2s, I was thinking a tenner max. So it's definitely a tenner or less. But the annoying thing about this is that the power supply, I think I need to keep one of every console back just for testing purposes, because the PS2 Slim console power supply was the only one I had. And I've now got another 2 PS2 Slims. And that's why I was trying to find Happy Chap 84. Go and check out his channel. He's got a nice channel today, because he actually bought up a power supply up the A3. And I got a printer thing for him, but I couldn't find him because he didn't wear his he didn't wear his red hat. Sorry, Shell's making me laugh. You're a proper reseller. I'm a proper something. I know that. I don't know if it's a reseller. Right. How are we doing? How many we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got 10 left. This is the top 10. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na. Right. Did someone say Aid? Aid Waldron's in the house. Big up, Aid. How you doing? I saw your reverse quizzical thingy. Yes, those pictures are scary. You've got evil things planned. 77 watching. Smash the like button and then unsub. Clear all cookies so you can never find this channel again. Yeah, and if you could do the same to Only Cool Stuff as well. Is it called Only Cool Stuff? I don't think it is it? That's your other channel. I don't even know what your channel's called. Terrible. I can't remember names, although I did remember Luke and Maria. It's funny. I met Luke at the boot fair, and he told me his name. And then about 5 seconds later, I have to feel myself saying, "Don't forget Luke and Maria," because if I didn't do that, I'd get home and go, "Oh, what was it? It was like Liam and Malcolm or something." But there we go. Right. Next one. Another Lego, and again another sorting out, and I just had a couple of bits missing. One of the bits was a bit broken. Why I didn't sort all this out before, God only knows. Look at the prices it's going for. I mean, I think we've got a couple more. This was a great set, though. I mean, look at it. It looks. I mean, my kids wanted it. I'll tell you that. But it's absolutely fantastic. But unfortunately, it had to be sold. So I was bad, Dad, there. Oh, this thing about the helicopter. Well, I'm not going to go into that on the reselling channel. Maybe I might do a stream about Fortnite tactics, and we'll talk about helicopters then. But now's not the time. Okay, the next one, number 9. Chrome tab. Can anybody guess how much this cost me to buy? It sold. Did it sell for that price? Let's have a look. I should tell you, I haven't told you the actual price these sold at. That sold for $57.99. So it's a whole £7 off. No, they don't help me build the Lego. No, well, they did actually. That Ninjago one they did. And sometimes they help sort it out, but they kind of get bored very quickly and then move off. No, not £2. Shelster on the button there. I got at the start of lockdown. This bloke around the corner from me. I say around the corner. It seemed like it was 10 miles away. He was giving away. He put all these DVDs out, about 200 of them. But this was the best one. I have sold. I've done them in bundles of kind of 12 to 15. I've sold 2 of those bundles. So I've got probably about 175 left, which I don't think will ever go. But I got them for nothing. I also got a Billy bookcase, which is very nice. And so far, I've made probably 100 quid at least out of them. So I've sold 2 bundles at about 20 quid, I think. So, yeah, absolutely incredible. And I had some interest when I first put it on, but then that kind of like fizzled out. But then it's just it sold a few weeks ago. So well happy with that one. Yeah, freebies are the best, definitely. Buffy was free, yes. If I say guess the price, it's normally like it was free. Right, on to the next one. This is another one which I thought was broken. So another thing that's just been hanging around for years. It's a Digitech death metal guitar pedal. guitar effects pedal. And I've got a guitar, and I used to have pedals, but you don't really need them anymore because you can do so much with amps or just little things, little USB things. So I know how a guitar pedal works, but I was plugging this in, putting the battery in, and it wasn't working. It wasn't working at all. But I tested it on AC power supply. I got one of them from Amazon. That's a good bit of kit actually, to get a variable voltage AC supply with different sort of connectors, and plugged it in there, and it worked when it was plugged in. So I just put that on the description. Does not appear to work on battery, but tested and works okay with AC adapter. Negative pin. So yeah, I'm just saying what the polarity of it is there. And I remember I bought 3 pedals off a guy from Hook Road probably about 3 or 4 years ago, and I think I paid £7 for all of them or something ridiculous. And the other 2 I think sold for like 40 or 50 quid. This one sold for 40. So yeah, a lot of money to be made on guitar pedals. Right, let me just have a quick check on if there's any chat. You're all talking to each other, isn't it typical? No one's talking to me. I'll just talk to myself. I'll go on to the next one. Let's shut that one down. Okay, it's 10 past. The timing's good here. I'm on time. So, oh, okay. I bought a massive... The same person I bought the Lego bundle off, the 3 cars worth, I bought a massive Sylvanian bundle, part of which was the Regency Hotel, which sold for 200 quid, and then I got a return and la-di-da-di-da and all of that palaver that got found in my favour. But this was kicking around as well. And again, I think originally I put it on for about 70 or something ridiculous, and it just was not shifting. And I thought because it had the box, it would. But in the end, it went for it did go for $49.99. So yeah, I was so pleased to get rid of it. But packing it was a bit of a... I mean, it went in a box and it had padding around it, but like I took it all to bits and packed every single thing in bubble wrap and newspaper, crush stuff around it and all of that. So a bit of a pain, but I'm so glad it's gone because it was just hanging around like a bad smell. It wasn't good at all. But good price though, 50 quid. Okay, here we go. Here's the one I was going on about earlier. I'll tell you what, it's not easy to do all this sharing. So can you guess how much this cost? Any guesses? Peter Ray will know. It'd be in like Flynn. If he hasn't gone away. This was another freebie. Unbelievable. Facebook Marketplace. I have never really bothered with Facebook Marketplace. Petrol money, yeah, exactly right. Had to pick it up from Wandsworth, which is where my dad's from. And yeah, I was just on Facebook Marketplace and a free GameCube. I was like, you want a free GameCube? And driving up there was no problem because it was right in the middle of lockdown. So Andrew's gone live. Oh, well, if you'd like to go over to Andrew's channel, by all means, go over there. That's and watch back. This is the beauty of the YouTube, you see. You can do a replay. So everyone's videos can be watched. And if you watch back, you can put me on double time. But I am nearly finished. Okay. So, yeah, freebie. Picked it up and thought it's got to be broken. But normally if these are broken, it's normally just the laser and you need to change the intensity. So that's quite an easy fix. But I got it home and it worked. 2 third-party controllers. But that's sold, and it sold very, very quickly. It sold for the full asking price. So, yeah, very chuffed with that. Oh, right, just let me know. Yeah. I'll tell you what, you almost can't think about who's going live because there's so many people. I just go when I go, really. That's the best thing to do. I don't mind if people overrun Shell. I don't mind that at all. Right, we have 4 more. Let's get a shifty on. Jesus. Right, I've confused myself because I've got too many windows open. Right. Okay. This is the one no, it's not that one. It's not that one. Let's stop that. Let's share this. Is that the same one? I'll get there in a minute. Please hold caller. Is it that one? No, I've shared the same one again. Why do I keep sharing the same one? Hang on a minute. Oh, I know why it is. I was expecting it to see the price it went at, but of course it's the original price, which is the same on both these listings. Anyway, this thing sold originally for £105, and I thought, fantastic, have some of that. I don't know if it was in a sale. I don't think it was. Again, Lego that had been sitting around and not complete because it says here, very good condition, vehicle 100% complete, comes with 2 minifigures, 3 minifigures missing. 2 minifigures, 3 minifigures missing. So it sells for 105, and I think fabulous. Fabamundo is gone. Just pack it all up. So send a message to the buyer. You do realise that it's only got 2 minifigures as stated in the listing and condition and item description. There's 3 minifigures missing. Oh no, I didn't realise that. Please could you cancel? I was like, oh Jesus, here we go. And of course, I think they paid for it. So once they do that, you have to swallow the PayPal fee, which is like 3%. Unbelievable. So when stuff like that happens, I tend to get a little bit annoyed, and sometimes I relist it for more money. I'm just like, that bloke's cost me whatever, or if I get returns, they normally go on for, I put them back for more money. It's just a kind of like out of spite, I think. So I put it back on at 110, and then it sold for 110. So I was thinking, well, that more than covers my PayPal cost. So I was happy with that, and it wasn't too long after, to be honest. But I did message the guy who bought it and said, you do realise that there's 3 minifigures missing. It only has 2 minifigures. Didn't hear a thing. And then, so I did that when he bought it, the day he bought it. And then you can't see the missing, yeah, hands up if you're not here. I can't see the missing minifigures. And then the day I was sending it, I was like, send him another message. You do realise that this hasn't got, it's only got 2 minifigures, 3 minifigures missing. Not a dicky bird out of him. So I'm thinking, well, look, I've been clear on this. If I suddenly get like a message from him saying, this has got 2 minifigures missing, I'm going to go back and say, well, firstly, okay, open a return, but use change mine because it clearly says that it's got 2 minifigures, 3 minifigures missing. But also, I thought, well, if he opens a return with a 9 ad or whatever, you know, some other thing, so I have to pay the return because I think it was GSP. Pretty sure it was GSP. So I've got all this going on in my mind. Is this going to happen? Is he going to screw me over? And then, you know, I was thinking, oh, if he comes back GSP, I've got the evidence that I've messaged him saying it's too. I've done it twice, so, you know, saying you sure eBay will look at that, and that's all pretty. You know, my case is solid. My case for the defence is solid. Anyway, I sent it to him, and he gave me good feedback, saying excellent, well done. So all that worry was about nothing. Yeah, you do realise this is broken, don't you? Yeah. And it's when they don't respect. It's the silence that kills you. Right, okay. We've got 3 more, top 3. 1 more Lego. This wasn't part of the bundle. This was... It didn't sell. Oh. I've just knocked my microphone over. Sorry for the big crashing sound. I hope you can still hear me. Right, this sold for 100. Okay, didn't sell for 110. It's weird, I can hear myself now because I've turned the volume up on my microphone. So I think you can hear me. Right, this sold. Okay, so originally someone in the States bought it and I think I can't forget how the offers went, but we ended up agreeing 95, or I'd sent an offer of 95, and then I said it was going on GSP, and I said, well, hold up a minute. If you decline that offer and I put in the dimensions and the weight into the listing, I think your postage costs will be less because GSP will look at it and shrink it down. And it does. I definitely recommend that if you're using GSP, and this was a tip, I can't remember who it was from. I think it was Cola Flipper, but it could have been Neil. It might have been you. I can't remember who it was from, but it was put the dimensions into your listing and the weight of your listing plus packaging. Obviously, maybe add 300 grams for a box or whatever it is. And it will bring down the GSP price and you will increase your GSP sales. So the weird thing of this is we'd kind of agreed a price of 95. I'd made the changes to the listing by putting the dimensions, because it's light, it's Lego, it's light. And she ends up like putting in an offer for 100, like £5 more than what we'd kind of got to, which was, absolutely fabulous. So that's sold for 100. Yeah, it wasn't you. Yeah, I think it might have been Cola Flipper then. I thought it was Cola Flipper to start with, but yeah, this was part of a haul. Or I say a haul. It was a was it a Gumtree pickup or a Spot pickup, which I got probably 2.5 years ago, and there was 2 lots of Playmobil Victorian House, which was a Ben Fitzpatrick influence, total Ben Fitzpatrick. And that sold really well for 150 on each one, I think. And the whole thing cost me 70. And when I got there, I said, have you got any other bits like, toys or whatever? And he gave me 2 of these Lego Paradiso kits, and they both sold for, I think the other one might have sold for 70, a little bit less than this one. This one sold for 110. But they've just sold so, well. It's unbelievable. So, considering I think I paid like 70, 80 for the whole bundle originally. And so I got 180 on the Lego and probably 300 on the Playmobil. But I sold that years ago, so I can't remember. So, yeah. Hello, Reseller Kid. How you doing? Right. 2 more. I can almost let you go. This isn't bad timing, is it? Let's get rid of that. This next one, and I may have wished I kept it if my microphone isn't working, is this. And it did sell for 149. Now, I use the Rode microphone, and when I bought this, I bought it on eBay, and I bought mine for 110. And when I got there, he said he had another one. Because I said, did you have 2 listings for the mic? And he had loads of other stuff as well. He had a GoPro, which I wished I'd bought, but I didn't. And he had loads of sound stuff. I didn't get it in the end. But I bought mine for 110, which is a good price, goodish. And I bought this one, and it's had a little bit of wear here. You see that on the shield? Which mine has probably got now, seeing as I've just dropped it. But yeah, it worked fine. And I bought that one for 80. And I was trying to flog it to a few resellers who were looking for new mics, but no, I didn't get any bites on the cherry, unfortunately. So I thought, well, and actually I was offering it pretty cheap as well. I think I was offering it for about 110, 120. So I could make a bit of money on it myself. I did have to drive to Twickenham, for God's sake, to pick this up. But in the end, I just stuck it on eBay for 150, and it sold. And it was all, during the lockdown, everyone's doing videos, and it went at 150. So that was pretty good, 80 to 150. Simply Reselling. Which Little Britain are they? Are they Reseller Kid? Oh, right, you bought some. Yeah, that Series 3 of Little Britain is going well, but I don't know whether it's kind of dipped now. I did see one Little Britain at a boot fair a couple of weeks ago, but it was just the Comic Relief one with Kate Moss on the cover, so I didn't bother. And I got Series 1. I think I bought that when I was really into Little Britain when it was. Well, when was that? 15, 20 years ago. So I've got the box 1 set, the Series 1 box set. So yeah, right, we're down to the last one now, and the last one is Oh God, it's taken it out of me, all this. Yeah, anyone any questions on any of the stuff? It's all been just rushing through it. This one sold recently. I've just sent it off today. So originally I had 3 of these. They're Lord of the Rings Weta Studio models, and they're limited edition. I think I picked up the 3 of them for 20 quid at a boot fair about 2 years ago. I sold the first one, which was Helm's Deep, if you're into your Lord of the Rings. And that went on GSP to Italy, I think. And on the way there, it broke, and that sold for £200. It broke, but it was covered by GSP, so I didn't have to refund. eBay refunded the buyer, which was fantastic. I'll tell you what, I remember when that happened. It said, "Oh, it's arrived broken." I was on my way to Battersea Zoo with the kids, with Liz and the kids, and we were sitting on the train having a lovely day. And then I looked at my eBay, and it's like return requested or something, and I was just like, "Oh no!" It's like turned into a zombie, and then thinking I've got to buck my ideas up because I'm out on a fun summer day with the kids. Anyway, the next one, which was Weathertop, which sold. I think it sold a couple of months ago or last month. That went for 180, I think. So these are pretty long tail. It did take a while to go, but and this one, when it went, I was like, God, did I have that in a sale? Because normally I've been excluding them from sales. So all of these started at 200 and have been brought down to 180. A lot of people want the box and stuff. The guy who built this was asking about the box and all that sort of stuff. But it went in a 10% sale when it went from 180 to 162, and I'm happy with that. It is sold. Sold. The best thing is the fact that it's sold, not that you might have lost out on 18 quid. 162. I mean, look at it. It's got 200, 180, 380, 162. What's that? 480, 542 pounds. Was probably about 400 and something. 480 with fees. And it cost me 20 quid. So it can't be bad. But yeah, it was very much long tail. But that is number one, top of the charts for June. So some really good sales in June. Let's hope July. Like I say, July started well because I've had that Walkman go for 90 quid this morning. I was like, that's a result. But yeah, that is it. I have whipped through those. I've hoped that's kind of what people wanted, to just, what did you sell? How much did you sell it for? And when I do haul videos, what did you get? How much did you pay? So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did enjoy that, if you're not subbed, I don't know how many people are subbed who are watching, because I know a lot of the people in the chat. Hopefully they're subbed. I mean, I don't want to assume anything. So you may well have unsubbed. But if you're not chatting and you did like that, please do sub. That would be fantastic. I've been sourcing like crazy lately, which has all been a bit much. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, was that all right, Shell? Get Shell's approval. I know I'm doing all right. She's hard to please, that Shellster, definitely. But yeah, straight to it. It's what I started the channel doing, is concise reselling content. If I go off track, give me a slap, for God's sake. Right, that's all for now. Talking about slapping, slap the like, slap the notify me, and have a slapping good day. Have a slapping good week. Where are we? Wednesday, right? Yeah. Have good boot fairs. I'll probably doing another haul video tomorrow because, like I say, I've got that vintage audio. So if you're into vintage audio, have a look at that. And have a good evening. Take care. I'll see you later.